Hello traders, Trader Tom here from Simply Forex. How are you all? Welcome back to the live stream. I haven't done one for a while. Yeah, I've got to learn the ropes. No, but I'm all good. I'm better. I can actually speak without sounding like Barry White, which is quite important. So yeah, all good guys. I hope you're all well, and yeah, welcome to the live stream. If you've forgotten the drill in the live stream, it's quite simple. Yeah, this is your opportunity to ask as many questions as you like about trading. And I'm going to show you a trade or trades that I'm looking at. I'm actually in a trade today, guys. I know it's a bank holiday, but the American market should be open. So yes, I'll show you a trade that I'm in. And there's no news today, guys. So normally we look at the news as well, but there isn't any, so we won't look at it. Yeah. Also, guys, don't be shy. Just come say hello. Say hello, Tom. How the devil are you? Say it with Stone. Ciao, Tom. Ciao. Say it with Stone. You see how my beautiful Italian accent. And also, guys, you know, those of you that are on a bank holiday, yeah, what are you up to? You know, in the UK, is it nice enough to have a barbecue, or is it pissing with rain as usual? Yeah, what are you up to, guys? Let me know. So yeah, and Godwin, hi Godwin, how are you? Yeah, it does feel like such a long time that since I've done a live stream, guys. So bear with me. Yeah, if I start stumbling and mumbling, then you know why. I do that anyway, regardless if I haven't done one for a while. Colin, how are you, Colin? He's back. He is back, and hopefully I sound. I sound okay. You can understand me. Yes, sleeper today. Colin says it's a bit of a sleep. It has been a bit slow, guys. Yeah, there was no London, obviously, because of the bank holiday. Say it with Stone. Yes, we can look at Euro US dollar. No problem. Rich Paul, what's up? Rich as in wealthy Paul. Let me start, guys, by first of all saying Liverpool won yesterday. We beat Spurs 4-2. So I'm happy about that, although our title challenge is over and we're not looking, and Klopp is leaving. Anyway, you're not here to talk about that. Let's talk about trading. And I am in this trade. I'm in Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, right? If we zoom out, I just want to show you that there's a bit more room to move into with this pair, right? You know, potentially price can come back up to here. Okay, so that's why I'm still willing to look for buys. This is the day chart. All right, and now if we zoom in, you can clearly see, guys, that we are in an uptrend. Yeah, we wasn't too sure what was happening in here, you know, quite range bound, but even then it broke. We found this area here as good support, and it's come down and hit that support again and bounced off. All right, and this is where we currently are with trend on Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, and it's in an uptrend. Okay, we're getting higher lows. Both these lows have held, you know, higher highs. Okay, so we're in an uptrend. We had a nice wick bounce off this support level, and the idea is to keep buying this back up to this blue line here. If we drop down to the H4 or H1, what I like about this trade, guys, is for me this is in, yeah, you know, both H4 and H1 are above the moving average 20. Now with H4, you know, we could argue two things, right? We could argue this. It's a little bit choppy in here. We could say price has broken down. Yeah, we've broken these lows, therefore we're in a downtrend. Okay, so we could argue that. Or, you know, we're seeing this kind of action, but to be honest with you, this is more the daily trend. All right, so H4 we could argue is in a downtrend, but then just look at these buyers that have pushed price back above the moving average 20. All right, so we're back above that moving average 20. We've bounced off this nice level. Yeah, we like H4 as well. And if we drop down to the H1, you know, this is what we really like, guys. All right, so early on during the day, yeah, or in my morning analysis, I mapped out this level. All right, but by the time we don't all sleep together, That'd be a very strange channel. By the time I wake up, right, it had broken this level, all right, but it was off. It was off to the races. You know, I got up around here, so there was no value there. But look how prices retraced nicely down to the moving average 20, and we've had some bullish candles. All right, so now we are in this uptrend, okay, with H1 bouncing off the moving average 20, which is always nice, this dynamic support. We've got bullish candles, so which means buyers have come back into the market, right? And my target is basically back up to here, right? Where I will take some profit, yeah, and then I'll leave 20% to run, all right? And my stop is down here. So I basically make my 1:1, and this is the only trade that I'm in, guys. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar buys. And if you want all of my trade signals, like my entry, my take profit, my stop loss, literally everything, then come join the VIP Trading Academy. It is free right now if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers. So there you go, guys. That's me, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. All the other pairs we're looking at, Euro, Aussie dollar, it's just sort of stuttering at these lows. I don't want to sell into support, and the same for pound Aussie dollar, really. You know, potentially a nice selling candle, but we're immediately at support. There's no room there. So yeah, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar was the best setup. So there you go. Right, enough about me. Let's talk about you. Who have we got in? All right, so say it with Stone. We'll look at Euro US dollars shortly. Skelts, what's up, Skelts? VIP crew. Nor, how are you, Nor? The weather is shocking today. Skelts, when when I message my brother, right, and I show him pictures of sunshine every day, and then he shows me rain every day, it makes me slightly happy. I'm not going to lie. And my brother hates me for it. I'm only joking. We get on well. We have a good relationship. Anyway, enough about my relationship to my family. Dances with Wolves. Your twin is Glenn Powell. Who is Glenn Powell? I'm going to check this out, Dances with Wolves. And if it's a compliment, wonderful. If it's an insult, the editor's going to ban you for life. Okay, again, only joking. It's good to be back, guys. I've missed you all. I'm in a very jovial mood. Myla, hi, Tom, US dollar yen. Okay. All right, guys. So let's have a look at Euro US dollar for Say It With Stone, and then let's look at US dollar yen for Myla. Rich Paul wants to look at Ethereum. Okay, okay, we can take a look at that as well. We'll take a look at one of the crypto coins, no problem. Right, let's have a look at Euro US dollar. Now, these US dollar pairs, and this is generally speaking, if we look at the weekly chart, I want to sell them, like quite badly. Okay, so if you look at the weekly chart on Euro US dollar, right, we are clearly in a downtrend. Lower highs, potentially this one here, lower lows. Yeah, if I'd done a little channel like this, it's almost like a beautiful channel downwards, right? So I really want to sell it. Yeah, and also, I mean, this is a reasonably bullish weekly candle, but look at that wick. But, you know, maybe price wants to come up to the moving average 21st and first, and then we see a big wick like this. Either or, I want to sell this weekly chart. But if we look at the day chart with Euro US dollar, you know, because of that, the NFPs and everything on Friday, we had a bit of a funny Friday candle. So why is it funny? Like, it's not, you know, like clown, trying to think of a funny comedian. Who do I like? What's his name? Mickey Flanagan. Guys, if you haven't watched Mickey Flanagan, check him out. He is a funny man. So it's not funny like Mickey Flanagan. It's funny like here we had, so at this point, we was in a downtrend. As soon as we broke these lows, I was looking for US dollar sells. And I remember saying this last week, but we never got a setup. And instead, price has broken this high. So the body of this candle has just broken that high. So for me, that is a higher high. Okay, so it's an uptrend. But you've got this crazy big wick, which doesn't make you want to buy this uptrend. So it's tricky at the moment. Yeah, the weekly chart is a sell for me all day. And the daily chart is just contradiction. It's just a bit of a meh. Yeah, I don't want to buy it because of this wick. I don't want to sell it because we are in an uptrend. All right, so yeah, a bit of a mixed bag. What I'd like to see to start selling this is, you know, and we could be waiting days for this, guys, but something like this. Maybe it rebounds between these two pairs, these two areas here and here. Yeah, and then we get a breakdown in structure. I will sell the living daylights out of that. Okay, guys, so yeah, euro US dollar for those reasons a bit of a stay out for me, although really I want to sell it because of that weekly chart. If we drop at the H4, I mean, obviously not much happened today. You know, if you said, Tom, you must buy or sell it right now, I would just follow H4 structure, yeah, up to these last highs. Yeah, but then I wouldn't, you know, I'd get out of the trade, and I don't have to do anything with this pair. But if I had to right now, I'd probably buy it up to there. And the H1, I'm sure, is also in an uptrend. Yeah, there you go. So this level's quite important through here. Yeah, if we get a bullish candle break that, then I think we can make it up to here. All right, guys, so that's euro US dollar. The other one we wanted to look at was US dollar Japanese yen. And guys, before I look at US dollar Japanese yen, if I could ask everyone to please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my analysis, my daily analysis every day, my live streams. And also, guys, if you could please smash the like button. Yeah, while you smash the like button, I'm going to have a drink. Thirsty work, this trading and YouTubing. So US dollar Japanese yen. Again, let's start with the weekly chart. Now, again, straight away, there's going to be contradiction here, right? Because if you look at weekly structure, you know, as we know with all yen pairs, right, they've been in this very bullish uptrend for a very long time. If you look at pound yen, euro yen, Aussie dollar yen, US dollar yen, they've all been in an uptrend for a very long time. But look at the size of that weekly candle. Yeah, look at that. There's obviously some kind of, you know, intervention by the BOJ last week. You know, that is such a vast move, right? So we've got an uptrend, but a super bearish candle. So I'm not interested. I don't want to sell it because we're in an uptrend, and I don't want to buy this candle. Okay, so, you know, when you look at the charts, guys, keep it that binary. Yeah, like it's in an uptrend, I want to buy it. Do I want to buy that candle? No, I don't. Stay out. Next pair, right? You've got so many assets you can look at. You've got like 28 currency pairs, gold, silver, indices. You know, you can keep going. All right, so US dollar yen on the weekly chart is just a stay out, an SO. But let's carry on. Let's drop down to the daily chart now. And okay, I'm going to ask this question to all of you, right? So everyone right now, US dollar, Japanese yen, right? The chart I'm looking at right now, the daily chart. Would you, and please leave your comment in the live chat. And good day, Greg. How are you, mate? Would you, is this in an uptrend, a downtrend, or a range? So the day chart right now, what's the trend? Okay, so everyone, please tell me. I will wait patiently. And please give it a go, guys, as this is going to be very awkward and come to a grinding halt. So yeah, what do you think, guys? What's the trend of US dollar Japanese yen day chart? Everyone, please leave your answer. Okay, Greg, downtrend. M23, uptrend. M, now I'm wondering what your name is. Is it Emre? Is it Emma? Is it Amelia? Is it, that's about it. M23 uptrend, Myla uptrend, Godwin uptrend, Shine downtrend, Sammy uptrend. Anyone else? Don't be shy. Come give it a go. Flare ADV, changing trend expected. Flare ADV, we cannot expect anything in trading. Yeah, you just trade what is in front of you. And the question in front of you is this: is it an uptrend or a downtrend? Okay, Hugh, Tom, I'm a guy. Okay, thank you, M23, for clearing that up. I now know. Okay, so a bit of a mixed bag, right? We've got some downtrend and we've got some uptrend. I'd say we've got more uptrend than downtrend, right? And just straight away, guys, for that reason, yeah, if trend isn't like clear to you, then don't trade it. Yeah, simple as that. Again, you've got so many pairs and assets you can look at. Don't trade a one that is ambiguous, that's not clear, right? Now, there's a few ways of looking at this, right? Is that, I wouldn't say that's a significant enough low. That's probably more significant. So you could argue that, right? You could. We broke this low, we're in a downtrend, right? I'm not saying I agree with this, but you could argue that. You could also argue this. And this is where we're at, right? So, you know, there's a good, you could argue it's in an uptrend, you could argue it's in a downtrend, because the lower lows and lower highs, or the higher lows and higher highs, are not that distinguishable. All right, so for that reason, I would just leave US dollar yen alone. Simple as that. Yeah, I'm not interested. So bearing that in mind, yeah, we've got a weekly chart that I wanted to stay out of. And then we've got a daily chart that I also want to stay out of. So US dollar yen for me is just don't trade it. Yeah, you couldn't pick a more volatile currency than yen at the moment. Yeah, you don't want volatility. You want nice, clearly defined trend that moves nicely in the direction we want. We don't want yen, which has been doing this over the last couple of weeks. Yeah, so US dollar yen is a stay out for me, guys, for those reasons. You know, and when I look at daily and weekly, that tells me what to do. Do I buy it? Do I sell it? Do I stay out? So if weekly and daily tell me to stay out, I don't even look at the H4 or the H1 for entries. Yeah, I just don't. There's no point, right? So I won't go down to the lower time frames. If I like the higher, daily and weekly, and it says buy, then I'll drop down to the H4 and H1 to find entries. Right, what else are we looking at? We had another one here. We had Ethereum. There's so many different names for these coins. And also must find out who Glenn Powell is. Dances with Wolves. I hope he's a handsome devil. So let's look at, what was we going to look at? Ethereum. Can we find it on here? Yeah, is this what we're looking at? Right, let's look at this. Okay, is this good? Who wanted to look at it? Rich Paul. So yeah, we want to look at this, right? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. All right, let's have a look at this, because I've never looked at this chart. Look at this. You know, it's bare. All right, so let's do a quick. Okay, well, let's just look at this. This is a foreign, this is the futures market, right? Now, looking at this, just on the day chart, I have to put this level in because it is crying out. That level is absolutely screaming to me, Tom, put that level in, right? So I have. There's another level here. So just looking at this right now, I mean, and also guys, like there's more support and resistance up here, but it's not relevant. It's not relevant to our trade because price is down here. So looking at day chart, this is the first time frame I looked at, I would sell this. Yeah, we are clearly in a downtrend. Stroke range. Yeah, so if we're in a downtrend, stroke range, I want to sell the top of the range back down to the low. All right, this is potentially a nice trade. Yeah, I like this setup. Also, you can see we've got a horizontal area of resistance and we've got the moving average 20 coming down as well. I really like this for a sell. Let's look at the weekly chart quickly. See, look at the stark contrast of daily versus weekly. So daily, I'm all over selling that, all over it. I think that's a really good selling opportunity, just down to here. Now, I look at the weekly chart and it just looks like a buying opportunity. Yeah, these last lows here have held because look at these wicks. These wicks have closed back into that level, right? So if anything, you know, and just look at the bullish wick. Look at the wicks literally coming off the moving average 20. Yeah, so the weekly is almost telling me to buy it, and in the daily is telling me to sell it. So there's conflict there. All right, so I would stay away from this pair, this cryptocurrency. Now, if we drop down to the day chart, and I only traded the day chart, I would sell this. Okay, so let's say, you know, I would stay away from this, but let's say we're going to sell it, right? Let's drop down to the H4 now and find some selling opportunities. Like right now, there isn't any on H4, right? H4 is clearly in an uptrend, clearly, right? So I don't want to sell an uptrend. Okay, so there's no real opportunity here on H4 unless it does something like this and then we get a breakdown. Okay, so nothing screaming out to me on the H4. If we drop to the H1 now, also uptrend. So nothing is telling me to sell this. Again, guys, if we started seeing something like this and then we got a break, yeah, then I'd be interested. But right now, this is clearly in an uptrend and I'm not interested. So yeah, good level for sales on the day chart, but nothing's breaking down yet. You know, one of the biggest indicators, you know, forget all the other indicators. I mean, if you use them, you use them, no problem. I'm not against them, but just use them on top of your understanding of price action, right? Use them as confluence or something like that. Yeah, but the biggest indicator of all is a structure break. Yeah, whether it's H4 or H1, once structure breaks down, it's telling you the chart is in a downtrend and sellers have taken control. So that's when I'm interested in selling the chart. And nothing right now is telling me to do that. All right, so Rich Paul, I hope that helps you with Ethereum. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that beautifully. Right, what else are we looking at? Greg wants to look at Aussie dollar CAD. So guys, if your name appears in green, I will answer your questions first because you are a Simply Forex YouTube member. All right, so you've shown your support for the channel. You will get priority questions. And just on that, guys, yeah, if you haven't joined our trading community yet, then why not? Yeah, we've got traders in there sharing knowledge, ideas, trades, experiences. So come join our free Discord channel. You just create a username and we let you in. Simple as that. Yeah, we are terrible bouncers. Secondly, guys, right now you can get access to the VIP Trading Academy for free. Okay, you get all of my trade ideas and trade signals. I give you endless tutorials on how I trade, and you get direct access to me. We test drive strategies plus much, much more. If you're interested in that, guys, it's free right now. Check out the promotion. And finally, guys, like I said, if you want priority questions plus other perks, then you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member. And there's many, many perks for doing so. One such perk is I will answer your question now, Greg. So Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. I'm still in Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollars. So let's just take a quick look at that. All right, looking okay. Where's the H4? All right, want to see it finish something like that. Let's look at Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, so I assume you're looking for buys, Greg. Okay. Now let's do this one together. All right, let's do this one together. So everyone right now on the weekly chart, Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? So everyone, yeah, give your opinion. It helps you to learn how to trade. What would you do with the weekly chart? Aussie dollar CAD, please leave your comment in the live chat. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? Okay, so is stay out, Godwin would buy, Greg would buy. Sammy would buy. Anyone else, guys? Get involved. Don't be shy. I don't buy. Only at weekends. And also laugh at my own jokes, which is quite sad, really. Shine Yoga, stay out. Okay, all right. So we've got 3 buys and 2 stay outs. Right now, I understand buys, right? Because you are in an uptrend, right? I get that. Okay, Shreyas would stay out, but you're in an uptrend, guys. But you are at resistance. Okay, so forget what this weekly, because this weekly candle hasn't formed. So forget this candle. Yeah, you're in an uptrend, but you're at resistance. Now, I do not want to buy into resistance. Okay, it is in an uptrend, we're at resistance, so that is a simple stay out. Yeah, it goes both ways, guys, right? If you are in a downtrend but you're hitting support, stay out. If you're in an uptrend like this trade here and you're hitting resistance, stay out. Yeah, do not sell into support and do not buy into resistance. All right, so for that reason I would stay out of this pair. All right, but let's carry on. This is just the weekly chart. Now let's look at the day chart. Okay, But really, guys, it's the same problem. Okay, we don't even need to look any, I don't even need to ask you guys, because it's the same problem. There is an area of resistance here. Okay, now daily is clearly super bullish, right? Super bullish, but it is at resistance. Okay, also on this day chart, there's no value here. Yeah, look at the moving average 20. This is quite overbought. So that's quite a dangerous combination. If you are overbought and at a resistance level, there's a strong chance we're going to get a retrace or a rejection at that level. All right, so it's the same. I would stay out, guys. But now let's look for some clues to see if price is going to react here. Now, again, if you looked at the H4, right, we're in an uptrend, and the H4 has broken this grey zone. Now, I would trade that in this. I wouldn't trade it here because we are at daily resistance, right? And anything can happen here. The next H4 candle might look something like this. Yeah, the next H4 might look like that. Big red candle. It might not, we shall see. But again, there's no value. Now imagine, so you can see this structure. Now imagine this happened here, right? Let's follow the same pattern. Now let's imagine we got a little break on the H4 here. Very similar entry to this. I would buy this because there's room to move into. Okay, this H4 entry would make sense. This doesn't. It's at resistance. All right, guys. So Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, I would just stay out of for those reasons. Let's look at the H1. Yeah, if we start seeing, sort of H1 structure breakdown here, I think we have some room to the downside. But, we shall see. All right, but just simple as that. If we go back to the day chart, we're in an uptrend, clearly, but we're at a key resistance level. Therefore, I'm not interested. Even if tomorrow, right, even if today's candle finishes like this and it breaks that grey zone, I'm still not interested because there's no value. It's so far away from the moving average 20. And remember, guys, the moving average 20 is like the mean. It's the average of the chart. So price wants to revert back to the mean, which is why it usually is, good dynamic support or resistance. So there you go. There's Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, Greg. I hope that helps, mate. Having said all that, it could do this, right? It could fly up. I'm not saying it won't do that. I'm just saying I wouldn't enter it for those reasons. All right. So I hope that helps. US dollar, Canadian dollar. Somebody was looking at this. Right, who wanted to look at US dollar, Canadian dollar? So Scouts, this one is for you. So US dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, I was potentially looking at buys here, right? So yeah, I mean, it's still in an uptrend. Even if you regard that as the last low, US dollar, Canadian dollar is clearly in an uptrend still, right? Higher highs and these lows didn't break. And we got a nice bullish reaction at these last lows, right? So US dollar, Canadian dollar is a potential good buy trade back up to this level here, if not a bit further. One thing I don't like is below the moving average 20, but it's okay. I still think the structure and everything is good. And this candle's so bullish, right? So yeah, I would buy US dollar, Canadian dollar. H4, are we seeing this? So a downtrend, or, you know, are we seeing this? You know, that's a little bit, you know, so at higher highs. So that's a little bit ambiguous. Yeah, this trend is not easy to decipher. So yeah, I can't really see a buy from the H4 at the moment, although just look at how bullish that candle is. But let's take a look at the H1, and that looks like it's breaking down. All right, there is this level through here I've just seen. Yeah, oh, get the right button. Yeah, there's a level through here. Yeah, what was once resistance became support. Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see how this candle finishes. If it breaks this level, there's a strong chance it will make it back down to this grey zone somewhere. Right? There is. Okay? But I would still be looking for buys. I'd like to see a nice bullish candle, you know, with a wick like that, and look to buy this pair, not sell it. But if H1 structure starts breaking down, I'm not interested. Okay? Because chances are it will come lower. All right, Skelp. So I hope that helps you with US dollar, Canadian dollar. And guys, yeah, don't be shy. Let me know what you're up to on the bank holiday. It may not even be a bank holiday for you. Is it a bank holiday in Italy or other places in Europe? I don't know. I said Italy because we have a couple of Italians. Right, what else are we looking at? Peter de Plessis. I probably pronounced that beautifully, I'm sure. Tom, for your Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar trade, if the next H4 closes below the 20 EMA, would you look at cutting the trade early? All right, so good question, Peter. Right, so let's take a look at that. Okay, so price is coming down as we speak. So we've got another 20 minutes until we see the H4, right? So this will be interesting to see how this candle finishes, right? It's a good question. If we get another bearish H4 candle, looks something like this, would I consider closing the trade? It probably wouldn't be the H4 that decides that, right? What I'm looking to see hold is the H1, right? So if we look at the H1, and we've clearly, you know, had this nice bounce off the moving average 20, right? And this area here has almost declared itself as the next higher low on the H1. Now, my stop is down here, okay, because there is this area through here as well. So this area in here is the most important to me. This little block of, you know, area in here. If I start seeing that break, I mean, it will hit my stop loss anyway. But with answer to your question, if I see, let's say the H4 finished like it does right now, I wouldn't close the trade on the back of that, on the back of this H4 candle, because H1 is still above. Well, is it? Yeah, we really need to see how this H1 candle finishes. You know, if we got a big aggressive H1 candle, I would consider selling that and getting out the trade if it breaks that level. Yeah, so it really depends on this level here. But it's an interesting question, Peter. Yeah, and really, I need to see how the H4 and the H1 candle finish. We've still got another 20 minutes before both those candles finish. So then I can make a more informed decision on this. But if H4 price is below the moving average 20, that is not an automatically, I will cut the trade. Yeah. Having said that, if it breaks this level, I may be more inclined to cut the trade. But, you know, we might get something like this. You might get a candle that just has a wick. You know, let's say this candle finishes like this. Okay. There's enough wick there for me to still stay in this trade, right? So I need to see the candles. The candles give you so much information. So let's see how this candle finishes. All right, but good question, Peter. Maybe bring this up tomorrow and we'll see how this finished. Because and again, guys, all of my trades I'll put in the VIP Trading Academy anyway. Okay, so just, you know, if you're interested in finding out all my trades, how I trade them, then come join that. Right, guys, we are a little bit out of time today, guys. But what I'd like to do is thank everyone for joining us today. Thank you for all of your questions. Yeah, you know, I enjoyed doing it, guys. We can't do it without you, so really appreciate your questions. If I didn't answer your question today, then please join us tomorrow and I'll make sure we get your questions answered. And on that note, guys, yeah, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. I hope you have a fantastic trading day and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. All right, see you later.